cast on for the basic sock using magic loop method. You start with your long tail cast on, you start with a slip knot, and you simply cast on 40 stitches according to the pattern. So I'll do that. You keep casting on, I'll be back. So here I have 40 stitches cast on using the long tail cast on method. To set up for knitting magic loop, you need to divide your stitches in half and get it down on the cord. This makes it easier. And you count out 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And you divide them 20 stitches on each needle by simply pulling that apart and then pulling the cable through. So now you want to get these back up on the needle. So slide them back up off the cord towards the needles until you get them up on the needle to start. Make sure that the cast on edge is on the inside between the two needles and that your working yarn is coming off the back needle. And then to knit, you simply pull out the back needle, move your front needle into position, and begin knitting. This I used a 2x2 rib. You can use a 1x1 rib if you want to, which is knit 1, purl 1. I'm going to do knit 2, purl 2, and that's how you begin knitting with your magic loop. For magic loop knitting, you always have part of your cable between on one side and the other. That's why it's called a magic loop. So that some people refer to this as dog ears, and you just simply keep knitting until you get to the end of the row. Here, I'm going to pause and I'll knit to the end of the row. So here I am at the end of the row on the front, at the front needle. Here's my last purl stitch, and now I'm going to turn things around. Again, make sure that you're not twisted, and that can sometimes be tricky, but the stitches need to stay on the inside. The cast on edge needs to stay on the inside. So make sure that that's the case. Otherwise, you're going to have a twisted start, and that you don't want that. And to start, you take your, this is your front needle. You're going to slide the stitches back up onto that needle. You're going to pull that stitch, the back needle out to knit with. And you're going to begin knitting across just as you did on the first 20 stitches until you get to the end. And you just continue knitting this way. Keep in mind that when you're doing this, you need to make sure you tighten the tension on these first couple of stitches so that you don't develop a ladder. And that's how you cast on and start your sock using magic loop.